Hello guys, welcome in today's weekend crypto technical analysis. Today as usual we're going to discuss the BTC and we will also be looking at the Ethereum price actions. However, before we start, I've got a small request as usual. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from a weekly time frame, however, we've got a day and 10 hour to close the current weekly candle. The level that I'm watching at the moment is going to be around between $52,000 all the way up to 49,300, 49,500 level. And these levels on the weekly time frame is extremely important support. Having said that, at the moment, weekly time frame is heavily under the bull's control. However, as I said in the last video, for the levels that I gave, the daily time frame at the moment is under the consolidation. We're going to come to that one in a minute. However, on the weekly time frame, all you can see something, if we're going to lose the current level, I'm going to cover in a minute when we're going to do multiple time frame analysis. If we lose the current level, and then weekly time frame can come all the way up to 52,000, and we may even see the wick around $49,000, 49,500, and then we might start bouncing towards the upside. As long as we're going to be above $52,000, we've got a chance to go further up. However, it all depends on the mid and higher time frames. But bear in your mind, as I said, weekly time frame is heavily under the bull's control, and this level is going to be very crucial and important under a weekly time frame. Moving on to a daily time frame, as soon as we lost $57,000, $56,000, daily time frame entered into the consolidation. So at the moment, still we are under the bull's control. However, we are consolidating under a daily time frame. To get out from the consolidation, we have to break this lower time frame resistance that we've been following for some time. That's going to be around 58,700 and 57,500 level. As long as we're going to be above this resistance, and the daily time frame will move fully under the bull's control. Otherwise, these regions for me is going to be a consolidation, as I said in the last video. As you remember, as soon as we saw a previous April all-time high, we dumped all the way up to $47,000. We had a high time frame Fibonacci level of the golden pocket, which was around $60,000, and that confluenced with a 0.618, 0.66, the golden zones, and then we took it short all the way up to the last level of the support number 4, all the way up to $30,000. As soon as the price action that we saw higher $28,000, $29,000, as soon as we claimed $30,000 and $31,000, we longed on the daily time frame and on the lower time frames all the way up to $53,000, where if you took at your Fibonacci levels from the all-time high, previous all-time high, all the way to the $29,000, you will get 0.618, the golden pocket. And then we shorted on the mid-time frame all the way up to $40,000. And then shorting from 618 all the way up to $29,000, $30,000, that provided 50% spot profit. However, longing again from $30,000, $31,000 all the way up to $53,000, where that was another high time frame, 618 the Fibonacci level, that provided spot 75% profit. And after that, we did short high time frame Fibonacci 618 all the way up to the $40,000, and we had over 20% spot profit. Again, as soon as we claimed $40,000 and $41,000, ideally that was on the daily time frame as well as the lower time frame. However, 43,000 was on the 4-hour for the swing traders. That was slightly risky. However, high probability setup, as you know, it came around $47,000, and we saw 65% plus pump. Bear in your mind, these are the spot profits, and at the moment, daily time frame around here, we're going to be under the consolidation, and I think it will take some time to get out from the consolidation zone. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. Before we move on to further multiple time frame analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all, and during the course, you will learn day trading, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. These are the levels on the 4-hour time frame. As you know, as soon as we lost the level of 65,000, 64.5, early sell signal came on the 4-hour time frame, and we had number of support, and long weighted support was actually around 54,000 all the way up to 53,500-ish area. So as you can see, we came right inside the box and price action trying to get out from the box. However, high probability setup came as soon as we lost 62.5, 63,000 ideally. 4-hour went heavily under the bear's control. As soon as you can see, levels are respecting perfectly, dollar to dollar, week to week. That was a fake out deviation on the lower time frame, and at the moment we came right inside the long weighted support level. However, that we saw yesterday, these waterfall dump, and people are again blaming the new variant of the COVID. However, I wouldn't have said that blaming COVID is going to be the ideal. If you're trading the charts will tell the story before the news comes into the market. So as you can see, in the last couple of videos, as soon as we lost this level, and then our expectation, as long as we stayed under 2-hour, 4-hour time frame, we were targeting this support box. At the moment, main resistance is going to be around 57,000, 57,500 area. If we're going to see harsh decline, price action may come all the way up to $52,000. However, it is slightly early for us to talk about it. For this moment, I will be keeping an eye on lower line of this important resistance is going to act in the coming days. So as you can see, we've got point of control nearly that matched with our lower line of this resistance. At the same time, if we're going to take our Fibonacci levels, that's going to be your value area high. It's going to be matching exactly with the lower line and as well as the 0.5, the Fibonacci level. That's going to be around 51,200 and 51,500 area. At the same time, the value area high, as you can see, it matches exactly with the upper line of this support, which is around 54,800, I would say $55,000. As long as we're going to be above and claim on the lower time frame, this support, it was acting as a resistance, right? And then if we're going to claim as a support, highly likely the first level, I'm going to watch around 57,000 and 57,500 area, where you can see lower line of this important resistance, that confluence with the point of control level. So the two levels that I'm going to watch around in the coming days, as long as we're going to be below this lower line of this resistance, 4-hour will remain heavily under the bear's control. However, claiming this resistance, the upper line, at the same time we've got 382, the mirror image of the 618, breaking this resistance, claiming it as a support, then the main resistance above us, that's going to be around $60,000 and $61,000. In the coming days, if we're going to break and claim this lower line of this resistance as a support, at the same time value area high 0.05, the Fibonacci levels, then we will go towards the upside, and highly likely that we will see a new all-time high. However, it is very early for us to talk about it at the moment. As you know, in this channel we're going to play level to level. So at the first place that I'm going to watch the lower line of this resistance. 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, we can see clear picture that 64,000 was a early sell signal. At the same time, that confluence with a 4-hour time frame. As soon as we saw a dump, we tried to get out. We had a resistance level at around $66,000. However, as soon as we lost this level of $63,800, $64,000, 2-hour as well as 4-hour time frame gave a sell signal. So as a result, that we saw in the market all the way to the lower line of this support, which we were expecting to come all the way up to this support box, and that provided spot over 15% profit. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the math with a 10 times 150% plus 5 times, which is a decent leverage in the last couple of days, that was provided over 75% profit. However, if you're interested to short around these areas, that's going to be too late, and at the moment you have to keep an eye on, as I said, to the lower line of this resistance line. To be bullish on the 2-hour time frame in the coming days, this low time frame resistance is going to be very important. If in the 48 to 72 hour plus, ideally I would say, if we're going to look at the time factor, if we're going to break lower line of this resistance at the same time with a point of control, then 2-hour will give us a bullish signal. However, I'm not towards on the bullish scenario at this stage on the mid time frame and lower time frame, as long as we're going to be remain below this lower time frame resistance. At the same time, the point of control, and then mid time frame as well as the low time frames will be under the bear's control. However, if we see a positive price action from the 2-hour and 4-hour time frame, then we can expect the price action, the next level that we're going to test, $60,000 and $61,000. So as you can see from the last video, I'm keep mentioning 2 hour to work together with a 4 hour time frame will give you high probability setup. So that's what I was keep mentioning in the last video. I'll be keeping an eye on 2 hour and 4 hour time frames. However, we had a fake out under 1 hour time frame, and I didn't believe that is going to be a bullish signal under 1 hour time frame, even though 1 hour time frame started giving us a bullish signal. So in this video, I'm not going to talk about the 1 hour time frame. The levels are clear, lower time frame resistance. At the same time, you need to watch the point of control. As soon as we're going to claim the upper line of this resistance, I don't think that 0.382 is going to be an issue, and the next level that one needs to watch is going to be around 0.5, at the same time the lower line of this resistance. If we're going to take a look into an Ethereum price action, as you can see, 19th of November that I provided when the price action was here, the level of 4,400 and 500 levels are going to be heavy resistance for Ethereum. And as you can see, we tested the first time, got rejected, dumped. The second time, we have another rejection, we dumped again. However, with the deviation fake out, that we went all the way up to 4,550, and we had another heavy dump. That provided over 10% spot profit. If you're taking the average price action, you had a first entry, right, couple of weeks, second entry, and as well as the third one was around yesterday, which was 26th of November. And at the same time, there is no need to blame the Evergrande or China or India FUD or new variant of the COVID that we're going to touch in a minute to that scenario. And we saw a heavy decline in the market. If we see a 52,000 from the BTC, highly likely, then Ethereum will come at around 3,800 all the way up to 3,750 levels, which is going to be this heavy support level. And at the moment, that is, I said, 10% spot profit if you follow the price action that I provided, which was a heavy resistance. That, as you can see, over a week ago, I provided this resistance level. And this is what I mean by playing level to level. You're going to sell it here, short it around this box, and you will wait if you have a levels down below, and you will take a profit at around these region. However, under 4 hour time frame as well as 2 hour time frame, if we're going to claim 4,500, 400 levels, claim it as a support, then 4 hour will give us a bullish signal. Highly likely, I would say, we will see a new all-time high. Otherwise, if we're going to get a rejection at around this region, 4,300 and 4,350 levels, highly likely the price action will come back to test these levels, 4,000 levels. If we're going to hold the 4,000 level, then we will see a further consolidation, and with a lower time frame confirming that 4,300, 4,400 levels, then we will see a continuation towards the upside. Otherwise, if we see a heavy decline from the BTC, I will be keeping an eye on to this support level at around 3,800 and 700 levels. I want to draw your attention to this pinned message. 3rd of September that I was saying, keep an eye on 7th and 9th of September, expecting some decent volatility in the market. So there is no actually blame either China FUD or 18th of September that I provided, keep an eye on 21st and 23rd of September. That was another, like an Evergrande news came to the market, and we saw a heavy decline right inside the support number 4. And that was at $40,000 that we're expecting all the way the price action to come to $40,000. I posted this chart about an hour ago, and I was saying if you trade purely based on a technical analysis, I don't think that one should blame the Evergrande, China, India FUD or COVID. So as I keep mentioning in the last few videos, lower time frame for the Bitcoin as well as the mid time frames were heavily underwater. So there is no need to blame the new variant of COVID. If you trade the chart will tell you the true story. The news always follows the technical analysis. So in the coming videos, and today or tomorrow, I'm planning to post the next volatility day. And yesterday's volatility day, between 25th and 27th, I was expecting a volatility, and I will put it on the chart. If you're not following me, you can follow via Twitter, _magnate, for the instant and market updates. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.